Welcome to One India News Hour. Digital transformation has leapt forward in just 1 year. The growth is driven by the COVID-19 pandemic and explosion of remote work and customer demand for fast, seamless digital experiences. Applications have become so central to how we live, work and interact that it's no longer enough to consider applications as part of an IT strategy. To thrive, organizations need a focused application strategy. Organizations are using technology to respond to disruption and navigate the immediate challenges and build a more resilient and human-centered economy. A wave of digital transformation across sectors was observed in return, bringing opportunities for some. Digital transformation became the necessity for businesses, and the move towards a digital business model created increasing pressure on enterprises to adopt newer technologies and move on the path of digitalization to stay competitive and create a connected customer experience for survival. Businesses will be seen unleashing new technologies and adopting the new way of business in the coming years. According to a Gartner report, 89% of high-tech CIOs expect the use of digital channels to reach customers will increase, making digital transformation essential for economic recovery in 2021. The IT industry was referred to as an essential service provider during the lockdown as it provided support to many other industries such as BFSI, healthcare, etc. While many businesses were already on their transformation journey, the pandemic worked as a catalyst for digitalization. Connected systems are assisting organizations with managing the shift from the office to home working. The speed at which this shift has taken place for many has not been out of choice but rather necessity. Let's look into today's headlines in Var India. Google, Amazon, Apple, others to pay for Wikipedia content. Wikipedia has announced the launch of a commercial product, Wikimedia Enterprise, for the sale and delivery of Wikipedia's content to big techs such as Google, Amazon, Facebook and Apple. AI-based assistants such as Google Assistant, Siri and Alexa rely on Wikipedia for answering users' queries. The new paid service, a first-of-its-kind effort by Wiki, is only aimed at big tech companies. The product will deliver real-time information instead of the current model of updating data fortnightly. Enact a law to make Facebook, Google, Apple to pay publishers for news, says Sushil Kumar Modi. BJP MP Sushil Kumar Modi has urged the government to enact a law to make tech companies pay local news publishers for their content. He said traditional and print media in the country are passing through their worst phase with deep financial crisis in recent history as advertisements have shifted to tech platforms of Facebook, Google and YouTube. The government should enact a law on the pattern of Australian code. Modi further said, taking a cue from Australia, India should enact a law to make tech giants such as Facebook, Google pay local publishers of news content. Senior BJP leader Sushil Kumar Modi demanded in Rajya Sabha on Wednesday. All the media fraternity has welcomed this statement of Sushil Modi. WhatsApp asked to review proposed privacy policy changes, says Minister. The government has asked WhatsApp to review its proposed privacy policy changes. Minister of State for IT and Communications Sanjay Dhotre informed the Lok Sabha on Wednesday. The rising concerns over data was being shared with its parent company Facebook. WhatsApp on its part has maintained that messages on the platform are end-to-end encrypted and that neither WhatsApp nor Facebook can see the private messages on WhatsApp platform. To safeguard the interest of Indian users, MeitY has asked WhatsApp to review the proposed privacy policy changes and also to explain the rationale of the same, Dhotre said in a written reply to the Lok Sabha. Public sector employees across India are protesting against privatization. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had announced the proposal during her Budget 2021 presentation. This also comes after bank unions observed a 2-day strike to protest the privatization. Employees of general insurance companies are undertaking a strike on March 17th and employees of life insurance corporations will protest on March 18th against the government's proposal of disinvesting the insurers of the two public sector banks. Banking services across India were affected over the past couple of days as public sector banks employees staged a 2-day strike that is on March 15-16, 2021 to express displeasure over the government's intent to privatize PSBs. 8 held for conspiring to steal rupees 216 crores using information of dormant bank accounts. The Pune Police Cybercrime Cell on Tuesday arrested 8 people who are suspected to have committed a fraud worth over rupees 216 crores using information of dormant bank accounts of multiple banks. Now the question arises, who are these 8 persons and their level of connections with the various bank authorities? A cyber forensic could reveal on the facts, including how these persons got access to the dormant accounts and connection with the bank authorities, and if not, the bank must say that they have hacked the banking system. Twilio acquires India's communications platform as a service player ValueFirst. American cloud communication company Twilio has announced that it has acquired ValueFirst, one of India's top communications platform as a service, that is CPaaS companies, for an undisclosed amount. ValueFirst connects businesses with consumers over telecom, that is through SMS and voice, and internet through chatbots, email and over-the-top channels. Twilio aims to use ValueFirst's market know-how, customer base and product offerings to increase its customer engagement. In April 2020, Twilio opened its R&D office in South India, that is in Bengaluru, and onboarded new employees virtually. Action taken against e-commerce firms for alleged FDI policy violations, says Minister. Government has received complaints against some e-commerce firms allegedly violating foreign direct investment policy, says Union Minister Piyush Goyal. He added, necessary actions have been taken for the investigation by the Enforcement Directorate. He further said, no representation from AICCI was received regarding the banning of some e-commerce firms from operating in India. NSE data to invest in tech startup Capital Quant Solutions. NSE Data and Analytics, a wholly owned subsidiary of National Stock Exchange, said it has invested an undisclosed sum in technology startup Capital Quant Solutions. NSE Group aims to further strengthen its technology leadership. The investment in CQS is a part of NSE's program for investment in the fields of analytics, digital, robotics, security, artificial intelligence, machine learning and blockchain, where startups require early-stage financing and incubation to expand and release their full potential, Vikram Limaye, MD and CEO at NSE, said in a statement. Over 300 companies filed for bankruptcy between 2018 and 2020, says government. Anurag Singh Thakur, Union Minister of State for Finance and Corporate Affairs, in a written reply to a question in Rajya Sabha, said that 324 companies filed for bankruptcy between 2018 and 2020. As per data provided by the National Company Law Tribunal, 149 companies filed for bankruptcy in 2018, 103 in 2019 and 72 in 2020. Over 5,000 applications were received under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code in 2020, Thakur said. The minister said, as per data provided by the NCLT, 8,330 applications in the year 2018, 12,091 in the year 2019 and 5,282 in the year 2020 were filed under the IBC. However, the statement does talk about how the companies are operating after it has come out from NCLT. Whether it is again operated by the same owners directly for a particular time frame as directed by the law. WebWorks to invest rupees 400 crores to set up second data center in Navi Mumbai. WebWorks India has acquired a land parcel in Rebel locality of Navi Mumbai to develop a standalone purpose-built greenfield data center with an investment of rupees 400 crores. WebWorks recently entered into a strategic relationship with Iron Mountain that will invest $150 million primary equity into WebWorks over the next 2 years. Nikhil Rathi, CEO of WebWorks India, said, our existing data center in Mumbai runs at 80% occupancy and we see increased demand from OTTs, enterprises, for our services. Even our existing customers' demands are growing, and with this new data center we will be able to support that as well as hyperscale demand who need a connectivity-rich ecosystem. COVID watch. India recorded the highest number of coronavirus cases in 102 days as it registered 35,886 new cases on Wednesday, even as Maharashtra continues to be the worst affected state with 64% of the daily caseload in the country. As many as 23,179 new cases were recorded in Maharashtra alone. Summing up, we observe trends in the changing working models. A ratio of 40% workforce working from the office and 60% from home is likely, but it is too premature to say as to what would be the new normal. With this practice, many are feeling about the rising talent on tap is going to be a new reality. We will witness more satellite offices will follow the hub and spoke office model in an effort to move towards a decentralized and distributed workforce that will come up because businesses will require people to be spread out. Technology will help virtual teams to work together by sharing the information, plan and status in real time. We will witness an irreversible shift in the future of work, gig workers to part-time workers, talent from smaller towns, making IT hubs declustering and making an opportunity for India to unlock. The year 2021 is witnessing the digital skill which will be most in demand due to the plethora of opportunities available. By 2024, this demand is expected to become 20x the available talent pool. That's it for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.